I am going to be ranking every first-round draft pick that the New York Giants have made in the past 10 years. This should be a fun ride, and hopefully it could show you a little bit about how this team has kind of acquired talent and their eye for catching talent. But spoiler, it's not very good. If you like the video, please subscribe to the TheGiantsSpire YouTube page, where we're going to be doing this all offseason long and into the new year. All right, let's get down to business. Let's start ranking these draft picks. All right, here we are in the tier list. We have 3 different rankings. You're going to be either a hit, you're going to be, we don't really know where you fall, but we know it's neither one or the other, or you're a bust. So we're going to start from 2015 to now. Let's start with 2015, and that is our good friend, Ereck Flowers. Ereck Flowers was the 9th overall pick in the 2015 draft. He was an offensive lineman that a lot of people thought was a reach at the time. He was definitely a need pick and was not very good. He did not play well. He was accused of throwing some other teammates under the bus. Just not good. Just overall, not a good player, not a good draft pick. He went to Washington for a little bit. He went to Miami. He's a bust. He's a bust. I think that's fair. Everyone could agree on that. Okay, moving on. Next up, Eli Apple, 2016 first-round draft pick cornerback out of Ohio State. What I remember about the 2016 draft is that we weren't going to take Eli Apple. I wanted Jack Conklin, who was another tackle who now plays for the Browns, just not a good player. Not a good cornerback by any stretch of the imagination. Leonard Collins called him a cancer. So he was bad for the locker room. Just another bust. 2 busts in a row. Does this start to make sense now? Next up, Evan Engram, 2017 draft pick, the tight end. We take the tight end. That year we went to the playoffs, so we kind of were picking later in the draft. Definitely had the build of a wide receiver, but played tight end. Very athletic. He kind of had some fluffy, good seasons to start. He made some good plays for us, I think, overall. But his tail end of time here, he kind of had a huge problem catching passes and could not catch a pass to save his life. I guess you can call him a bust. So I'm going to put him in. I'm not going to call him a bust. I don't think he's as bad as the other 2 down there. So I'll put him in and I'm not going to call him a bust. Let's not go that far. All right, next up, Saquon Barkley, 2018, 2nd overall pick in that draft, and he did wonders for us. He was Offensive Rookie of the Year, had a few 1,000-yard seasons under his belt, and now we know he's off to the Eagles, and the rest is, as they say, is history. He's a hit. He's good. He's one of the best, I think, players in the National Football League today. I think he's definitely made a case for himself to win MVP this year. He's a hit. He's an outstanding running back and an outstanding leader, and I think if the one thing the Giants are missing from their locker room is his leadership, 1,000%. But he's a hit, no doubt about it. All right, moving on to 2019. Oh, boy. Daniel Jones. Quarterback that a lot of people on draft night absolutely blew up over, myself included. Hey, you know what? To say positive things about him, he had a decent rookie season. He won us a playoff game, the first time we've won a playoff game since the Super Bowl. But outside of that, a whole lot of Jack Johnny, a whole lot of nothing from that guy. So if you're taking 6th overall as a quarterback, you better be a damn hit. Daniel Jones, you are a bust. Sorry, Daniel. Love you. But you're a bust, buddy. I'm sorry. Next, we got Sexy Dexter Lawrence. That's right. He's a hit. Massive hit. One of the best D linemen in the National Football League right now. Best nose tackle, no doubt. Pro Bowl. Damn good player. Really good player. Man, he's a hit. I'm glad we have him on our team. Something to keep us going. Next. Oh, my God. DeAndre Baker. Holy wow. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. I mean, he got arrested, so that's really all I got to say about that. He's a bust. The worst part about that is we traded back up in the first round to get him. We had 3 first-round draft picks in the 2019 draft, and 2 of them are bust. That, there's a little bit of a trend going on. Yeah, DeAndre Baker was not very good. Did not play well at the corner position. So, not good. Next, Andrew Thomas in 2020. Offensive tackle. I mean, he's up there in the conversation as being a pretty good offensive tackle right now. I would say, I'm going to say hit. I mean, he is really good. I mean, he is good. The only concern about I have with him is his injury problems. He's really good when he's on the field, and it shows. The offensive line plays way better when he's on it than when he's not on it. The confidence instilled in him is so great. Next, oh boy, Kadarius Toney. Okay, 2021, as I like to call him, Young Joker. The human joystick, as they called him, but he was good. I mean, when he was healthy and when he was making plays, my goodness, he was good. Outside of that, injury after injury after injury to, off the field issues, to social media, to the media, it's a headache. I guess the only good thing you can say about him is that he prevented the Eagles from going to the Super Bowl, which I think that's worthy of a win. But for us, he's a bust. Did not do well here at all. Next, 2022. 2 picks in the first round here, very close to each other. Kayvon Thibodeau, first of all. I like Kayvon. I really like Kayvon, and I like this pick at the time. Has he shown his worth as a first-round draft pick here? Not yet. I really am gonna put him at an A. I just don't think he's a bust yet. I think we could pretty safely say it's an A. It's an A. I'm not too sure yet. I'm not too sure. But what I am sure about is this guy, Evan Neal. He is a bust. I mean, out of Alabama, everyone thought he was going to be the most league-ready offensive tackle, and he comes in the league, and my goodness gracious, it has been awful. He has just not been good at his position. He's not even starting anymore. He's like, I don't know, 3rd string. He might as well be on the practice squad. He's off the roster next year, no doubt. Next, we got Deonte Banks in 2023. I called him out earlier this year. He's not putting a lot of effort in plays, and I really hope that he turns it around. I'm begging. Am I willing to call him a bust, though? I'm calling him a bust. I can't have him be doing this during the season. He's a bust. I'm sorry. I hope he turns it around, but come on, Deonte, prove me wrong. And finally, last but not least, this past year, Malik Neighbors. I think we can firmly say he's a hit. 1,000 yards this year as a rookie, over 100 catches, has made some outstanding plays this season. Just get this guy a quarterback. So overall, let's take a look at this. We have 4 bona fide hits, I think we can all agree on. The 2 ands, which, I think we're ready to call them hits. We're not ready to call them misses, but we have 7 busts in the first round for the past 10 years. That's how you know the Giants have been awful, because they cannot hit on the first round consistently. And if you want any consistency in this football league, you gotta hit on the draft, because if you don't, you're gonna look like this. But this is my list. Do you agree with my tier list? Do you not agree with it? I think this is pretty fair. I could see maybe a couple things moving around, but I think this is kind of fair. But if you like this video and you want more Giants content, subscribe to the GiantsSpire. We're going to be coming to you all off season long with brand new content in the off season, talking about the draft. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is the GiantsSpire. Peace.